What I want to talk about today is that as successful as you are, there could be a tendency for complacency to start creeping in. And that's not what you want to have in any organization. We want to behave like startups. Don't assume that you have a relationship. Have you ever had these situations where you think you've got a reorder coming in and you're talking on the phone with that person? Maybe you haven't spent as much time with them as you should, or you see them, you bump into them someplace and they're shaking your hand and they're smiling at you, but in their head they're thinking, you're not getting another order from me. Yeah, that's awful. You assumed you had the relationship. You don't know John Magnuson, but you know his buildings. His buildings are Century Lake Field, Safeco Field, Seattle Art Museum, Music Experience Project. And he's not just popular here, he's popular all over the world. But look at his attitude. We have an active database of 5,000 clients. We think of them as our friends, yet we still send in the A-team and treat every pitch like it's our very first time. We may win from our past work, but we prefer to win from our enthusiasm. As successful as they are, they take nothing for granted. They behave like a startup. You know, if you leave here today and you want to have more growth, you want to sell more, I hope that you're going to your existing customers first, paying attention to those people who already love you and that you offer new things to those people. But keep in mind, it's super personal for them. I'll give you a good example of something that's personal that was thought up by a housekeeper. I went to this beautiful resort for a speech, the Fairmont Mayakoba in Cancun. When I check in, go to sleep, when I wake up the next day, I'm going to get in the shower, and I look at my little bottles of bath products. Look what it's in there. It's got my name on it. The shampoo and the lotion has my name on it. I came home from that trip with greasy hair because I didn't want to use it. I wanted to show my wife, look how important I am at the Mayakoba. Oh, you know, do what you love. Just do what you love. You'll be fine. Do what you love. How many times you heard that one? And what if you haven't found that thing that you love? What if you haven't found your calling or your purpose? Now what are you supposed to do? Just stay home till it shows up? Well, I'm waiting for my purpose to show up. I don't know what I'm doing. What do you love? I don't know. I haven't found it yet. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I like chocolate. I don't know if I love it. Do what you love. Now, there's an answer for that because we can't just stay home. We have to be productive members of society. We want to make a paycheck. We want to pay our bills. Try this. What can you love? What is it that you do and the way you do it with the people that you do it with that you can love? Here are 3 examples. I've met Joy, and she was the founder of the Miracle Mop and the Huggable Hangers. Enzo Ferrari, beautiful automobiles, but he wanted to be a racer. He didn't want to build cars for other people to drive. Dale Chihuly. He loved going to school. He loved learning about glass. But if you go to a studio, there are 30 other people blowing that glass. But how come they were so successful? Because they found something they could love. And where the love came, where the fun came, where the challenge came, was in this, mastering the craft. When you master a craft, contentment creeps in, pride creeps in, and respect creeps in. Startups, when they get an order, are so grateful that they don't want to blow it. They want to hand carry the order. They want to hand carry it into people who will fulfill it. They want to watch it go away on the shipping truck. They want to call and see if it got there just fine and if there are any problems because they are grateful. Now, so should you. What's the most important moment? Now, this is something we discovered in our research, but I should have known this. There is a very critical moment in every transaction. It's the final moment. It creates the social memory for people. It's this cognitive thing that happens where that's the only thing you remember. And I should have known that because in broadcasting, we have the final moment at every broadcast. Bad news every night, you know that. But we always have the kicker story. The kicker story is what you close the broadcast with. And you've heard this a million times. Looks like ISIS has captured another British journalist. His fate is still undecided. In China, there's an earthquake. 6,000 people are without power. We fear that 200 people are dead. But coming up next, we found a dog who can Macarena. It's intentional. It's purely intentional because the final moment has so much importance attached to it. We don't want you to hate us for the news. We want you to have a nice time as you leave. Thank you very, very much. time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I got more.